Testing, 1 2 1 2.
Testing, 1 2. Testing. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the live stream of the replay of Tom Barley versus Micheal Tomlinson. In the commentary, there's myself, Gabriel O'Malley, and
I think it's first miss, that one really gave, isn't it?
yeah, sorry, I was a bit distracted there. Yeah, that's a very bad miss. Philip Lane's joining me in the commentary as well.
85, good numbers, good numbers. With Cole's new setup, it's quite hard to see the table though, isn't it? It's blocked it there, so you've probably got a better view than me, Gabe, to be honest. Fancy to take these out though, don't you?
You sit here then and I'll stand up.
I'll squeeze your chair inside of you. That's better. It's nice and cosy near fire, isn't it? Nice little pop in the middle now, Gabe, and then it's 4-3.
Yeah, I think Tom will be happy with 4-3, considering how the first few games went.
Yeah, Michael's certainly not missing many, is he? And like I say, looks like Tom's got a miss in him at the moment, but hopefully he'll get that out of his game. We get free beer for you in a bit, don't we? Get free beer for us.
I don't think Cole's that generous. Cole said make sure we mention him a couple of times, and that's his first mention. Cole Showman, tight get.
Good turnout as well, got quite a few in him.
Yeah, Michael's got a good support. I think there must be at least 20 people, I think, who's come over. I think it's from Pontefract.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. And there's quite a few actually watching as well. 85 people, which is not too bad for Cole's viewing figures.
Yeah, there must be about maybe 60 people in the venue. Oh. Did you watch much of the first game?
To be honest, I didn't know. I didn't go to it. I normally go to Tom's games. I missed that one. I know Tomlinson was on fire early doors. He got 8 break dishes in the first 10 breaks, I believe.
Michael did, yeah. So I mean, that was key, and obviously in off there. So if you get 8 out of 10 break dishes, then you're big getting for anybody, aren't you?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's a real mistake for the break. I think these ones, like I said before, Tom's got to capitalise on. He's got to take these frames out. See these go, don't you, Gabriel?
Yeah, all day long. You
can't really see a difficult positional shot or anything like that. It should be quite straightforward.
Yeah, just keep the white where the red is for the red into the middle. Sometimes when you're watching Tom, you may as well just let him just pot the few balls, because by the time you actually say the route, what you think he might play, he's already cleared up.
Do you think he's an unorthodox sort of player, Tom, then? Do you think he'd go a different way around that a lot of players would go, or is it just purely his speed?
I think it's the speed that makes it look like that, because his routes there was pretty much how I'd do it. I mean, I'm not saying I would do the right route myself, but yeah, it's just his speed, and that's. I mean, he's obviously a very confident sort of player, and he relies on that momentum, and he can just reel off frame after frame. But what concerns me when I see Tom is always that little bit of rush of blood where he'll make a daft error because of the speed he's at.
Also reluctance to play any safety whatsoever as well, and he's very aggressive, isn't he? And he won't play any safety. I think I've only seen him play a handful of safety shots in all the matches I've seen him play. So I know it's all about potting at this level, but you know sometimes you have to, don't you? You have to play safe in some frames. That's 4 each now, anyway.
Fies, just noticed on the stream, I think Michael's been spelt wrong. It's AEL. Yeah, on the first match, I think it was 25-23 the final score, so obviously not much in it, and that included Michael getting about 13 break dishes, I believe.
Yeah, and he took a massive lead as well, so I think he's about 6-7 up as well at one point. So. But I mean, Tom's got that in his locker. It's not often he'll disappear in a match. He'll keep plugging away and he'll keep going. I think I've only seen him once where his head's dropped, and that was against Michael Stebbins. Is it Michael Stebbins?
Sean Stebbins.
Sean Stebbins, yeah, his first game. And Sean fed off that. He played really well in that match.
I'll be honest, I can't remember the actual who his opponent was, but he was 24-17. Oh, Tobias Bolt.
Oh,
Yeah, he was 24-17 down, and he come back to win that game.
Yeah, he's done it a few times. Well, I suppose that's a Michael good player, isn't it? It doesn't let their drop and they come back and keep going. Just try to look at the chat
Well,
now.
this isn't an easy finish now. I mean, we was watching obviously from the side for the first 4 or 5 frames. Michael looked really, really confident, and it looked like he wasn't going to miss. But things just aren't quite working out like there was, where a few balls going a bit wrong.
But it's little things like putting the white at the break and sometimes not your confidence. I know it's one of them shots that can happen to anybody, but he can still take out his stride a little bit, can't you? And he doesn't seem to be quite flowing quite as well as he does.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to always happen after a frame where you should have won the previous frame. He missed that easy ball, which was unexpected, and then so he should have won that frame. Then he goes in off, and he's just thinking, he could be like 6-1 up or 7-1 up instead of 4-all. But I think this is going to turn out to be a really good game.
Yeah, if it keeps going this vein, it certainly will be. Just looking in the chat, we've got White Rose Pool MMTV. Is that Andy Appleton? Is it White Rose?
Yeah, so that'll probably be Andy. I don't like to talk about him.
Tough shot now. He's reaching over. Thing cut. Oh, I thought he was going for that then. I thought he was playing the cut. Again, that's. I don't think you'd see Tom Barley playing that shot, and I'm not sure he didn't work out quite as well as he wanted to. But
I guess there was a bit of value in taking the cut on there, because obviously he needs to develop his second, his other red. But
94 viewers. It's not bad for one of Cole's streams, that is it? It's good.
Tom's in a nice position in this frame now. Obviously Michael's going to try and develop that red out, but Tom has got all his yellows at his disposal, so he should be able to tuck them up here a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, one good shot and he's going to finish on a night there, hasn't he, really?
Yeah. For me, I would just be the yellow on the right near the cushion. I'd have just rolled in behind that for the first shot. Don't go too many times trying to snooker. Get that one chance.
I think he's heard you, Gabe. He's playing that shot now.
I was gesturing to him in sign language.
Still fancy to get out of this though.
Oh no, he's definitely not going to foul. It's just where he's going to leave the white, and he's going to knock that yellow out a little bit more. So this is a chance, and That's a nice shot.
That's lovely, that, yeah.
Every ball goes, so it's just a case of just doing what he does every day of the week and mop them up.
Yeah, I was watching him last night play a bit on table 1, a bit of practice, and he was firing, to be fair. Him and Steve were playing, and they both looked good.
That's just overrun that a little bit. This table's lightning.
He's still got the middle back, though, and he can still work with it, can't he?
He didn't really need to do that because that what yellow does go into the middle. On the stream, it might look quite tight to that middle, but I can see the table. I'm stood above it, and it's quite a simple pot into the middle. So he didn't really need to play behind that, I don't think. Could use that as his last ball. He's sliding into them bags quite nicely. I've noticed a couple do that.
I take it, can you tell on the stream? It's hard to tell on the stream, but does that yellow on the left-hand side go in the bottom corner?
No, what I would play here is play on. He's got quite, again, the angle. He's got a lot more angle than it looks like on stream. Roll it through and play the yellow into the middle.
Yeah. He's not going to do absolute loads with his white here, has he?
You don't need to do much at all. Just concentrate on the pot. And as I said, it does look like a tight angle, but it's a bit deceiving on the screen. A bit wide. Oh.
Looked like it was missing, didn't it? Looked like it was missing.
These bags are like 9-ball. You'd never miss, Phil.
Oh, I can always miss. I can always miss.
Well, to be honest, Phil, when I saw it 4-1, I thought this could be a bit of a early night because Michael looked really ultra confident, but 5-4.
You wouldn't have put money on Tom being 5-4 up after he went.
No, not at all. Not that Tom did a lot wrong. It was just Michael just. It looked like a man who thought he was going to clear up every opportunity.
Yeah. There was an air of confidence about him, wasn't there? I mean, I'm sure he's still got the air of confidence, but he just looked quite assured. That's what a couple of misses will do to you, though, especially when you're on stream and you've got a nice turnout watching you. I suppose a couple of misses is going to get to you a little bit. You've got to keep momentum going now, Tom, hasn't he?
Have you seen Michael play at all? Then obviously he played Tom. That's the first time I'd actually heard of him. I'll be honest. I believe he's got a snooker background, but
yeah, I was speaking to Stevie Donner tonight, and Stevie Donner apparently played in a club he practices in sometimes, I think, and he said he's played snooker or watched him play snooker with him, and he's regular sort of over centuries without any effort.
Yeah.
Seems to be that a lot of snooker players or ex-snooker players are dominating pool scene now, really, doesn't it? I mean, like yourself, you're an ex-snooker player.
I wouldn't say dominating. No, it's a bit of an advantage, but then it's been proven that it doesn't necessarily mean you can be any good at pool either, though. You can pot them, but you still need a pool brain, and that. Not too bad. You got Matt Steeper from Scunthorpe. He was a snooker player for the first 35 years of his life, and the last 7.
Oh, it's a bad miss. It's a bad miss.
He's adapted very well to the pool. You know, he's always thereabouts. But that was a very unexpected miss there.
Yeah, I didn't expect to miss that. I mean, he's obviously put quite a bit of Q power on that, but I mean, still not expecting to miss that.
And again, everything's there.
Again, on stream, we don't like that top yellow goes past the red. I take it does to the top corner, does it?
Tom had a quick look at that, and he didn't do much after, so I think it does. The way he just sort of had a quick glance and then carried on. What's that one?
You know more than I do.
Hi guys, just will have a quick look at the chat. Hi guys, how's my uncle Gabe? Gabe. I'm good, thanks Andy. I've did a bit of overtime to recoup some of the money I've lost to you over the last couple of years, so you know I've been able to buy a couple of beers tonight, so I'm happy. Matt Smithson, awesome. Tom, that's great from 4-1. Yeah, agreed, totally. Smitho, he's and he's buzzing around that table. He's got bags of confidence now.
He don't know you very well. He's called you a top bloke, Gabe. I'm not sure he.
Yeah, he's just trying to line me up for another game. I know he's. Yeah. I'll play your race. play a race to 3, Andy. That's about it. I might be able to manage that. Matt Smithson 6-4. Yeah, go on then. I'll take Tom at 6-4 then for you.
Matt should get himself in here. He's been coming in a bit more lately. Well, for tournaments and such things, KOs. I thought he'd be in here tonight.
Jackal, O'Malley. I'd walk a million miles. He's a star. I mean, he's been in all day today.
He was supposed to be on the mic tonight. He was supposed to be doing this commentary, but he slipped off.
Yeah, Dicko, get yourself in. Free me. And give the viewers a little bit of decent commentating.
I don't know if he's poker over the road or not. I think he might have gone to play poker, is he? I don't know.
Not too sure. Andy Appleton, I'd rather have a beer with you. To be honest with you, yeah, I think we're done now with the game. I think you proved you're a legend, always will be. I can give you a decent game, but yeah, I've nothing to prove. You haven't either. We'll have a beer next time.
As long as Andy's buying, obviously.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, he owes me loads.
She's looking like 6'5", got
Yeah.
one back.
Any score predictions from the viewers? I'm going to stick my neck out. I reckon it's going to be 25-22. I'd like to say Tom, but it's going to be so close, I think. It's going to be 2 or 3 frames in it.
Yeah,
I've got no financial interest on it today. I'm just purely, you know, I wouldn't say unbiased because obviously Tom's local and I always like to see him do well, but yeah, I just think it's going to be a great game.
If it carries on in the same vein it is now, then we're all in for a treat, really. It's been a really good pull, open pull.
You always know when there's 2 great plays because the couple of misses that's happened unexpected, the gasps from the crowd, it's, you know, when I miss, they just go, oh, yeah, that's
not again.
Yeah.
Is that you done for money matches now then, Gabe, or just nothing piquing your interest? Or?
No, I've got a money match lined up against. That's an enough again there by Michael. He's lost a white a few times today. I've got Sam Chambers in November, first weekend in November. I've had 2 or 3 games with Sam. Great player, and we've had some really good knocks, so I'm looking forward to that. I had 3 months off without picking a cue up, and this last sort of 3-4 weeks, I'm starting to enjoy the game again, so yeah. Looking forward to it.
It's certainly always entertaining when you play Gabe anyway, isn't it? You know, it's a good open pull and that, you know.
Yeah. Liam, apologies, I can't remember his second name now, but I believe he's now running Moorends Hotel, but he's the one who was quite keen to line the match up, and he's actually put on a minibus for people here, paid for it, for anyone who wants to go watch me play against at the McGuinness Bar, yeah, so that's a very nice gesture, that. And hopefully there'll be a few who'll take that up. I'm thinking if a few people back me a few quid here and there. It's only going to be like a couple of grand match, grand each, no stupid. But if I can get 8 or 9 people who put maybe 25, 50 quid on, they can jump on the bus and it'll just make a bit of a night, because this is what money matches are about.
Yeah, you want the queue in, don't you?
It's not necessarily, it's not the quantity of the money itself. To me, it's the atmosphere and what crowd you get.
But Andy's put his guess in for the score line at 25-23 to Mikey. So he's thinking a couple of frame difference as well either side.
Yeah, I don't think it won't surprise me one little bit.
I mean, these matches tend to and fro, don't they? I mean, like you saw Mikey go 4-1 up, then it's obviously gone 6-4 to Tom, and it tends to and fro, don't it? I mean, it's not often you get someone pulling out too far ahead, is it really? Not at this level, anyway.
No. It's like earlier on, there was a match earlier against Ross Underwood and Matt Steeper. Matt gave him a 4 start to 21. But Ross's breaks were horrendous. He had 11 or 12 on the bounce, dry breaks, and yet he kept with Matt all the way to near the end. So if Ross had had the same breaks against Tom or Michael. Oh.
Bit unlucky that, bit unlucky.
But the way these two guys break, I don't think there's going to be anybody pulling 5 or 6 frames away, to be honest.
Yeah, I watched that match earlier on, and obviously Steeple won that, didn't he? It's brave him to give force out to Ross, though, because Ross can play, can't he? He's not a bad player.
Ross is a great player, yeah.
I've seen bits of Ross. I've seen more of Ash than ever Ross, but I know Ash can be very good on his day as well. I haven't seen him much recently. I think he's in love, I believe, so he's not playing too much pool now, but he's a cracking player.
He's a madhead. So who we got in tonight then? If we walk around for the who's who of pool in Scunny Pool. Steepers here. I think the pot's gone up 400 quid, 11,400. That's some decent money, that. Oh.
Yeah.
I saw it being counted out in the other room.
It would have been bigger as well. I know Tom had a few letdowns last minute, but it would have been a bigger pot. But I mean, it's still, that's still a good pot. That.
Yeah.
You go around the room and looking at who's who. You've got Ryan Knox over there. You got to mention him first, surely.
Oh, is that a boy? Sorry, I thought it was a woman. Ryan Knox, legend. And that's another miss. He hadn't left anything, but
it's going to be hard to take control.
I think Michael's probably missed more balls in this match up to now than he did in the whole of the first game.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's not a bad miss. I can't see Tom really taking any sort of.
Martin Lammins on the chat. Evening, boys. Hiya, Martin. You all right? Are you coming in tonight to watch a bit? You normally come in towards halfway through or something. Jackal, Dicko, how did he get on early in your £100 match? Well, Dicko, you know very well how I got on, so that's just your way of making sure. I did very well. I won quite comfortably, and I got my money. I'm not going to mention any names because John and Lee won't appreciate it.
Fair enough.
So yeah, I was surprised coming from work to watch a bit of Matt's game and got challenged for a £200 game. So fingers off.
He's got more money than sense, that bloke. Matthews on as well. Look. What is it? Ian Matthews is fishing and struggling with the connection, but he's giving it a whirl. It's good to see.
Ian loves his pool and his fishing.
Yeah.
Paz is in, Ian, today. Well, he was. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, he has been. I've just done his tip for him on his cue.
He loves his pool, watching it, these big matches.
Left an edge there, you can see.
I actually played Micheal Tomlinson on Tuesday or Wednesday night. There was a Murphy's qualifier for that big event. They've got the English Open, I think it's called. I lost 8-7. I was 5-2 down and 7-6 up, and it was a decent sort of game. But it was only after I'd played that I didn't even know it was him, to be honest. So obviously that'll mean if I played him for big money, it would go down to a decider. So there's nothing in it. There's nothing in it at all.
Jackal saying he's not in tonight. Body needs a rest. County match tomorrow.
Is it a messy day tomorrow then, Dicko, or are you being sensible?
days over there tend to always end up messy, don't they?
I believe so.
6-8, your level.
Tom to break. I mean, I think Tom would be delighted to have been 6-all the way it kind of started.
Yeah, like I said before, I mean, at 4-1, I thought it might have just a little bit, sort of got a bit out of control and gone to sort of 6-7 lead, but he's done well to claw back. I don't think he's played exceptionally well. His break hasn't been brilliant. But then again, now it's Micheal Tomlinson's either. He's struggled a bit on his break. So
Yeah, I mean, I noticed Michael's break, and he said, well, unless it was just that one that I took more notice of. He just lines the ball up dead centre and just blasts them and screws back into the pack, which I've tried all sorts of breaks, and I get one that seems to work for. I think I've nailed it, and then all of a sudden it just goes dry again. It's always been an Achilles heel of mine, is my break.
But I mean, it's fractions you're talking about. You're talking about permutations of billions off a break. So I mean, you can never surely have a break that works every single time.
Well, I certainly don't. but then there are people who's got fantastic breaks. So it's about timing, I think, in the ball. Because sometimes you think you've got to really well it when you could have just. It's just the timing of the ball, like most shots is anyway. But I'd love to nail that break where I can. Mind you, when they're too easy, I seem to look for problems. So
Never
this.
too easy for me, to be honest. Never too easy.
So Michael looks like he's going to go 7-6 up. There's not really a lot. A little bit can go wrong here, but it's more for if you're careless rather than any difficulty in the shot.
Yeah, I fully expect him to get these now. I mean, he's a bit of traffic on the table, but he has got a massive gap for the black as well, so I've not got anything really adventurous here.
He just needs to come out into the middle of the table there. That obviously red above the blue spot, like 8 inches above the blue spot. That's his. If that wasn't there, it would be just straightforward. But oh dear, I'm just behind this shot, and that's a very, very poor shot. Because he had a good 6 inches to do that.
This is risky though. I mean, you can make contact with it, but you know he's going to pot it, do you?
Nope, that's not got it. I'm directly behind his shot there, so I kind of had a first.
You think Tom's going to go straight for this? Go for it straight away, long
I think he's got to go for the red into the middle and see what he develops, and then after that he's got an option.
It's a shame not want to touch pace. That would have been a little better for him. I know he was trying to drop it in shorter than that, but he could have got the other ball for cushion.
Yeah, that's a good shot. It's not necessarily difficult to hit.
But he's going to develop the black possibly more, and he might play dead weight, but sure he'd fancy to put a little on this.
That's a nice hit there, but
yeah,
again, Tom's in control of this game now. I've been just informed by Fies. There's 126 viewers, so that's good. My apologies for the.
We was dropped in last second, though, weren't we? We were supposed to be having a few beers watching.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, cold collared us in, but the commentary's not very good. At least you know the pool's going to be. So
they don't tune in for the commentary, do they? Well, maybe they do. I don't know. I mean,
to be honest, when I'm watching it, and like Showmans, a lot of their games are commentated. It's nice to have a little bit of an audio there.
I quite like listening to Jules on the commentary. He's got a good sense of humour. I quite like it.
Yeah.
He's like hard commentary with Jules.
And there's Dicko, of course, his commentary.
Becoming a commentary legend, isn't he now?
Right, let's have a look at the live chat. Dicko says Phil Lane's Grimsby Pool legend.
Well, it depends what you call a legend, really, I suppose, doesn't it?
When you think of like Peter Sutcliffe, they're legends, aren't they, in their own right? So
I'm not sure I wanted to really go down that route, but.
And Ian Matthews, Gabe's fave break is the break of his cue.
That's a bit of a swipe. That is a bit
Yeah.
truth in there, but it's a. Yeah.
I've vowed I've never swear on stream, so I'll wait to call you a prick when I see you, Ian.
That's a good hit.
That's a great shot. That. Yeah. It's a choice whether he's going to roll it in or.
He's going to drop it, isn't he? Surely.
Yeah. And these bags down there, they are quite generous. In fairness, he just needs to. Well, you've seen a few shots tonight where the something seems to hang and then just drop in, and
He's hit that perfectly.
and that I think he hit the cushion a little bit before
Did
it
it?
as well. Yeah. But
Oh, it's again on the stream, it looked like he went straight in. But there's one early one when Tom hit. It was only about the second or third frame before we did the commentary, and he hit one in the corner bag, and it seemed to hang for a good while before it dropped in. And that tells you how accepting the bags are. They do tend to take anything.
I'm just going to leave you for about 3 minutes. I've got a beer. Do you want one while I'm there?
I've got a tab. You won't mind getting one off the tab. That's all right. Please.
Yeah. Back in a minute. I'll put you over to Fies for his words of wisdom.
Can you get me a cup of tea?
Relatively straightforward finish here for Micheal Tomlinson. Expecting to get these easy enough. Well, just touch a little bit short with that, but still managed. He'll still get this. He's got no concerns, Fies, has he really? Because being black ball rolls, he can. It's not the best split in the world for Tom, this is it. He's got quite a bit of work to do, Fies. Yeah, again on the stream it's hard to tell. I don't think that this red here doesn't like it goes on the stream. Maybe it does. Oh no, it doesn't. No. Mr. Gabo O'Malley's bringing me a bit of the old amber nectar, thank you very much. Anywhere on there would be great. No, going was there. There was a break disc from Micheal Tomlinson. Tom got a break, and it wasn't the best split in the world. He had to play with a safety shot, and this where we've been left now, really. Yeah, he is. Yeah. Nice little shot. Yeah. So he has. He's had to come off the bottom cushion, isn't he? And, the chance he could run it. Well, it's deceiving on the stream, isn't it? It is deceiving. It's sort of. But it must. Where he's played that, it must go in there. Yeah. The stream camera don't tell you the full story, really. See that? Oof. I thought he'd miss that. Yeah, I thought he'd miss that. Chat was up. I don't know. Oh, there you go.
Steve Walker, the old chunky himself. Alright lads, good listen thus far, decent game this. I think it's going to be a great game.
Yeah. That's another one I thought would be in tonight. Actually, Steve Walker. We don't miss many money matches now. He tends to come in. A few come from Grimsby. There's I got picked. Well, I'm getting a lift down with young Ryan Knox. He brought Nick Smith in. Stevie Donner. Obviously, you know Stevie Donner very well. Looking around, it's a good turnout. It's actually a good turnout.
There's actually another money match on the go as well. Ed Cunningham from Poole area. He's playing John Hinley for £100 a man. He's both trying to get his money back. I don't feel too sorry for John Hinley because he'll lose £100. But he won £900 at the bookies just before it.
So you're just sharing the winnings. That's what you're doing a little bit. Sharing the winnings. A lot. Yeah. Got to try not to think about that, really, I suppose, and that'd do my head in a little bit. That.
John doesn't seem too bothered. He's happy there playing away for another £100.
I think there's another game that's going on as well. I think.
190 matches. My maths.
190 matches. Yeah. I'm not going to question your maths. My maths is shocking. I think there's another match at the end as well. There's on table 5 is Amp Adams v Pete Holland. I believe it's going on. That's just a £100 match, I think. I think that's kind of half the problem, though. I mean, obviously I don't play for big pots or anything like that, but I mean, when I come in, even if you, long as you're only playing for something, even if it's just a £5 or a tenner, just to make it a little bit competitive.
I hope the wheels aren't falling off here. I mean, that's home now. It's got to just, well, a little bit of savour there. It's got to do something about red near the black. Might be the Reginald Dollars.
Yeah, I can't see this being a major issue. This has been 3 frames ahead again, which is the biggest lead of that whole game when he was obviously 4-1 up. So. Apparently commentary's I'm just a quiet guy, that's what it is. I'm not sure what the mic's like. Dan, I'm not too sure, to be honest, but we're talking at normal sort of volume. We can't really shout, obviously, because there's a game right near us. got me in first. I noticed that, Phil, and me. Just looking at Steve Walker saying plenty in. Yeah, there is plenty in chunks. There's loads in. I'm not obviously going to name them all, but oh, I didn't see how we missed one there.
Yeah, I was looking at our mics there, so I didn't even see the miss.
No, I didn't. No. I can probably go back on my phone if I can get rid of the chat.
If you can just let us know, guys, how many people the commentary is not working, and we'll try and get Cole's attention, the showman, and see if he can work his magic. He's better with mics and that than he is with his cue, so he might be able to do something.
I think to be honest, the mics aren't the best quality anymore. He needs some new ones. They took a bit of a battering. They had beer poured on them and things like that. So I think the lads have got what they've given to be honest.
Jacko, you need mic on lips. Yeah, but you bloody commentated, haven't you? I'm not going to put my lips on this when you've commentated, Dicko. For God's sake. It's your mic that's not working very well.
Yeah, it was just one last time I had it. I had to hold it in the bottom to make the mic actually work. It's an awkward position.
Although, yeah, Andy Appleton's saying that it's spot on for him, so...
Again, it's probably because he can't hear me very well. He can just hear you, Gabe. That's why he's appreciated. Daniel Onigo is a bit of a moaner, though. He's a Grimsby moaner, but he's...
Well, I'll do any time Phil does talk, I'll just go blah, 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 and that will probably just sort of make up for what he was saying anyway.
I'm not going to argue. I'm just waiting for Danny Hornigold's reaction to me calling him a moaner, to be honest. But where's that? That's not a terrible shot. He's going to have to pull something off here, though. But again, if he pots on the top,
he's got like a bit of a free shot. Yeah, go for the top left bag or top right, and drop behind the two yellows, and as a snooker if it don't go in.
Yeah, it's a good shot. That. You've got an invitation for tomorrow, Gabe. There, off Ladsy himself.
Ladsy. I'm at work tomorrow, lads, in fairness now. Daniel, that's your husky voice, Phil.
Well, yeah. He's just trying to get a free tip or something.
The crowd started to sing already. That was
Nick
a
Smith,
massively
anyway.
important frame, though. 10-7.
It was a bad miss as well. From what I didn't see the miss myself.
Yeah, just said according to Chunky, hit it way too hard. Whatever it was. As I said, we were looking at a mic, so I totally missed that shot.
Game on again, though. 1 frame minute ago.
A nice spray. It's just that one red near the yellow. No, that was scored 10-7 up.
Was it?
Yeah, and he missed.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah. That's me being a knob, yeah. Yeah, all right. Oh yeah, because I commented on the second.
We thought it was going to go 10-7.
Yeah. Maybe presumptuous. Again, it's not saying that quite as well. You want that other red, obviously away from the two yellows. So
Yeah, I mean he's got an angle to go into him now, but then because that yellow's going to go towards that bag and the other yellow's blocking the other. It's not guaranteed.
it's the back double and separate them instead, I think. But again, it's not
It was a
possible.
great effort, but I don't know what shot has got. Because the way he's panning out now, that's going to be the last one chance saloon on developing that. Because if he can see that red now on the right, he's just going to have to make sure of it and play it onto the red near the middle bag, which will give the angle. Which it could all work perfectly, but he's got but the way he's looking down at the shot, though, he might not even be able to see it.
No, I don't think he fancies that one, does he? It must be too much of a fine edge.
Them bags are massive.
Even he didn't think that was going in, then you could see from his mannerisms he thought that was missed.
I haven't been on this table since it was done months ago because I had 3 months off, but I don't think I'd ever miss. I would, honestly.
Yeah, I'm going to stay quiet on that one, Gabe, because you stood next to me.
But I was behind that shot, and Michael, as soon as he hit it, he thought he was going to leave it hanging. It's it's a big bag.
Do you think actually he wanted to leave it hanging? Is that what he was trying to do, or was he going for it? Or?
I think if he had the angle on the... he probably did want to leave it hanging, in fairness, but it's not going to... There's nothing easy here for Tom, really, to...
No. I mean, for me, he's going to have to push that red to the rail and force him to go for it, because obviously you leave the yellow in front of it, obviously he hasn't got a finish on then, has he?
That's a nice shot.
Yeah. He's got left for double on there, well, looks of it. Oh no.
Daniel wants you to swap mics for me so that he can hear you.
Grimsby favourite.
155. 145 people watching, so a nice...
I've just noticed it's gone up since we come on the mic, to be honest.
Obviously, yeah.
Weird's getting about.
Lads, you both got a good face for commentary.
We can't all be blessed with looks like Ladsy, can we, yeah? That's a bad shot by Tom, that. That's a frame of that. That's a frame away, that.
Yes. Cues about really nice, does Michael. I like his cue action. And that's 10-8 up.
Again, well, he was in control of that frame for me. Even when he laid that ball up and that over the bag, he still had the shots to play.
Yeah, right.
I'm just watching you on my phone, Fives. I don't like that. You're not gonna. I don't want you messing them women on my phone. We don't talk about Liverpool. It's a subject we don't talk about on the commentary.
How did Man City get on tonight? Did they end up winning? I know they were 2-1 up.
There was 2-0 Walker scored a peach of a goal, and that's all I saw of it, to be honest. Yeah, I hate to say it, but it's between them two, I think, in Liverpool and City this year. Early doors, but I can't see anyone else really competing, to be honest. It's the first and last time I'll say that. Ever.
I hope you're wrong. Jesus
I
Christ.
hope I'm wrong as well.
Anyway, unbiased commentary. Back to that.
It's another one of the important frames, that though. I think Tom was in control and he played a very sort of loose shot to pot the white there. He can't be making mistakes like that, I don't think, against this guy. He needs to take every chance he can.
Absolutely. I'm not sure if they could take reds here or not. Off the middle back.
Yeah, I see the shot you mean, yeah. I think either one of them two reds from on the street.
No, I think the one on the left is...
It's impeded.
The one on the right, I think, is the one. He's not going. That's it.
I don't think that was a shot to play, was it? I mean, White's
I'm not sure whether he actually won it. Yeah. If he was to do that, he could have done it a bit more full-blooded and guarantee himself on that, because the yellows are in a nice position as well. You know, one good double here from this yellow, and it's... No, he's not even looking at it.
He's left for yellow on a fire, yellow on the left, and he's corner back.
Snooker him here.
I think to be honest, he'll go for this. I think he'll
I'm surprised he's not looking at that double, though. I will, but then he cue balls in like that, that's why.
Yeah, so he's done that lovely. Again, the only half difficult ball here now where he leaves the black, but again, on this table, he's been rolling them down with no effort whatsoever, and he can get it off if he wants to.
Danny said get your money in your pocket and sponsor the mics as well as the camera. You tight get. That's his words exactly.
There's been conversations, but there's only so much money I'm willing to put into this place, I'll be honest. I can have my name once on the stream as well. I don't want it more than once.
If I said I'll sponsor it, but I want to sit in the middle of the table, but so everyone can see it. And then Cole said no. I thought it was just a great idea, to be honest. It's the perfect place for your advert.
So, I mean, the thing is, speaking on the stream, there's only so much he can do really without being silly with it money-wise. I mean, he's not going to plough loads of money into the stream. There's not games here every week. I know we go through fits and starts. I'll have a couple of months where there's lots of games, and then you think maybe I will put a bit of money into it, and then you can have 6-7 months with no real big games here. So I don't think it'd be crazy to plough thousands into the stream, I think. Yeah,
I don't ever think it will justify, like what, obviously some of the venues done, like Andy Appleton and that, some venues obviously they'll outsource it and pay for one, which it might be an option sometimes here, possibly, see how it goes on one, but I think for what we have here and how many, as you say, how many money matches we have, and when you look at the screen, it's a good picture. Commentary is there as an option. You get somebody good on the commentary, and
it's hampered a little bit by the internet connection here as well. It's very poor in the area. His upload and such things is awful, so he couldn't really go any higher quality with it. That's why it's not a bad quality. It's definitely improved with a new camera, and he would like to have all 3 tables swappable with live ticket swapping. You've got many games on, but
yeah,
I think we're far away from that, to be honest.
Danelius, the Lincoln legend, has said good stream, so that's good. It's nice to get a bit of feedback on these because you can never tell, especially like some of the games are in the past there was no commentary, so you had no idea really, and the stream might have gone off. At least with this live chat and the commentary you can let us know, oh, it's gone off or the mics are not playing up, and we'll try and do something about it. So
Pfizer sort of manages the screens and the score and such things, and he's always here for the games, the stream man himself.
Now, if there is a legend, because you can use it too loosely, can't you, with people, George Best and people like that. But with Fies, there's
stream legend.
Absolutely.
That's an electric shot.
Danny's put a suggestion that for all the tournaments, ask £1 off extra for each player. You do realise this is Scunthorpe, Daniel, don't you?
Yeah, try to get money out of these guys. It's pretty tough round here.
They'll play each other for £3 each, and then don't want to pay for the table when they're finished.
You bought me a beer tonight, Gabe, and it wasn't on my account, was it, or do you buy it?
Oh shit! I think I put it on my account. Oh my god!
That's probably the first time I've been bought a beer in this place. To be honest, you Scunny lads aren't too you're not too free with your cash when it comes to alcohol.
Oof. Harsh. It wasn't a great shot by Tom, but on the stream, from where I'm looking, he should be able to play a plant, which obviously he's looking at. But
now,
the key, I think, is not to hit it too hard, so you don't leave that. It's a great shot anyway.
Perfect, yeah.
But the harder he hits it, the easier he's leaving the yellow. Had he not got it, so. It's a nice shot. He didn't try too much with the cue ball there. He could have been tempted to try more for a position. So
it's such a fast table. I think the least you've got to move that white ball on this table is the best. That 10-9 now on phase, right?
10-9. The score predictions are looking pretty on cue.
I can only see it being a 2-frame turn. I can't see it being much more than that. I think we're having a break on 20 frames as well, so I think it's going to be the last frame before a break. So there's a possibility we'll get somebody else on the mics after this. Because Gabe slowed his drinking down to 1 pint every sort of 20 minutes, which is...
I've slowed down. This commentary slows me down. It's ridiculous.
It's not
but I am at work tomorrow, so it might be a good thing. I think with the mics, what I might do is I'll see if John wants a game for how much the mics worth. For a decent one?
For £100 you get a couple of them.
Yeah, I'll get me another game for 100 quid, and I'll donate any winnings to get some mics.
There you go.
That's my commitment.
And
My
if John's got the heart, then
my
he'll do it.
pledge. Well, he's doing it. I'm just, but he just has to play a few frames of pool as well. I'm just letting him have a game as well at the same time. I'm
Well, he
being a
gets
bit
few breaks
generous.
At least, doesn't he? Gets a few breaks. No referee for this one. No, it's that. Normally, it's last few games we have referees, haven't they? These haven't got one on.
We don't. What referee? We never have a referee here. I don't think.
Ryan knocked out a referee, didn't he? I mean, he's only banners. He got banners into referee that one.
All right. Never know. Sorry, I didn't realise.
And I think the one. There's been another game. He's Craig Waddenham and a referee, I believe, didn't he?
What with Steve Thompson?
Yeah, did you know? I think he did.
All right. Okay.
Just seems to be the thing though for games nowadays, not having a ref. For you,
Yeah.
to back your own, or you're not?
Yeah, I'm quite. Yeah, I've never had a ref. I think I might have had a ref actually. No, I think that was only IPA bits and stuff. No, obviously with the massive games, 30, 40 grand and a lot of money, people backing for £1,000 each and things, then it's a bit of comfort knowing that it's got a referee. But most of my games, I've had a few 3, 4, 5 grand games and bits like that. But overall, I'm just happy. You know, you can. It's a trust thing, isn't it?
I think a lot of people are going out the consistency of breaks, making sure the racks are all the same in every single time. So one person doing obviously gives you that consistency. But I mean, if you rack the balls correctly, they should be pretty much consistent anyway. It should be the same rack every time anyway. Yeah.
Chris Collins, who let the paddy on the mic on the commentary? There'll be no racism tonight, if you don't mind, please, Christopher. I don't go on about you being ginger. You don't.
Actually, I think I'm an eighth Irish myself as well. So it's.
Oh, yeah. All right. And Fies must be half Irish at least, aren't you? Anyway, back to the game. He's got a little bit of work, but that with them yellows over the bag, I can't see how he can't develop what he needs. It's just a case of having a bit of luck, not luck, but you know, just.
There's always a chance.
He's got a nice angle here now.
Or you're not quite finished where you need to be when you.
He'll carry into this now. Perfect. Great shot. He looks focused. He looks like he really wants it.
He doesn't seem to show much emotion. He's a bit like, he didn't want both.
I don't think he wanted both in because that's made it a little bit harder, but shouldn't be an issue. Just he's losing the white more than he wanted to, obviously.
Yeah,
and that's enough. Wow.
Run out of position. That's what happens sometimes. I know it's a bit of bad luck because he got potted 2 in one go, but
it can be too easy at times, can't it? And that complacency goes, you know. But yeah.
I didn't know he couldn't sneak past the bed on the other side and come past it that way. It would be a bit of bottom on it. I don't know. Is that not possible or?
Sure.
I suppose he's hitting a small target that way, though, isn't he? He's only leaving a small target.
So unless something remarkable happens, it's 10-all, and I'm not sure if they're going to have a break, are they?
Yeah, that'll be 20, I believe they said.
Is it?
Yeah, so I think this will be the last one.
So definitely lining up to be a great second part of the match. 10-all. Probably about right as well. There have been some misses off both and some very, very good pull off both as well. So probably a fair scoreline.
Fair play to the game, I think, isn't it? The breaks started really well. The breaks, I think they've dropped off a little bit with the breaks. But right, I'm going to go have a few more beers and we'll come back after the break.
Yep. Stay tuned. I think it's about a 10-15 minute break. Okay, back on the commentary. Just me at the moment, Gabe. I've got no live chat either. I have no access to it, so just me for the moment. I'm sure there's likes of Gibbo and Ryan Milson, and there's a few people who probably come up and have a bit of a chat. But back to the game, 11-10 to Tom Barley. Just lined up to be a great finish. I'm looking forward to the next hour or two. They both played awesome at bits, and they've also missed unexpected pots, which is what makes it out to be a cracking game. So Tom does have a chance here. Obviously they're red on the cushion, but as long as he can get on it, he doesn't need to really move anything. And that looks just about perfect. Got that really bad yellow out of the way. So now it's just about the patterns, whether he wants to take that first out of the way, which he is doing. Oh, a little bit under it, that really. Could have done with a few more inches, but just roll this in and he's still nicely in position. Yeah, cued that nicely. Just a nice straight black into the middle to take a 2-frame lead, and I believe I think this is the first time he's gone 2 frames ahead. So and it's his break as well. So good opportunity to kick on from here. But we all know pull. It could go in off. Micheal clears up, right dishes, 12-all. And that's why we love the game. Well, that's dry. Reds look them. Yeah, he's obviously going to take reds, but he's got one bad one where that yellow's obviously on the left-hand side, top left-hand side near the balk. If that yellow wasn't there, then it would be just a straightforward clearance, I believe. But he's got a little bit of work to do. And the second yellow up from looking from the bottom of the table upwards, that's blocking that red as well, but it's still available in at least 2 other bags. So I think the key is that one on the far bag. He's getting rid of that bad one now. So I think it's all about this last red on the left-hand cushion. Could have done with it being a bit straighter on that red, because he could have screwed it back onto the cushion, left himself, because he didn't really want that red on the cushion. Obviously he doesn't want that to be his final red. Even if he fell onto that red as his final ball, the black's not easy. He'd have to screw it back and get the black into the bottom right corner. So ideally he'd want to play that red second to last and leave that one. So yeah, this is. It looks pretty straight. He's going to punch it across. That's a very, very, very bad shot, sir. So, yeah, I think he's just going to have to hope for a nice shot. I mean, it's on and it can go in, but if I was Tom, I'd be... oh my God. Oh. I thought that was kicking it back in there. it's a little bit of a result, to be honest, because two of them yellows, that's a very vital bag that he's covering with that black. And he's got one, the right-hand side yellow isn't that difficult, but it's just them two yellows on the left-hand side. So a little bit of work here for Thomas. I think from this pot here, he obviously needs to make sure he pots it, but if he finishes on the left-hand side cushion, then he's either got the bottom yellow or the top one into the top, depends how he finds. If he's straight on there, then he'd screw back and finish in a similar position to where he is now. Great shot. So yeah, he's done very well here. Oh my God. I think Tom's, he bashed the table a little bit there. A bit unlike Thomas, he's got a very good temperament usually, but he showed a bit of emotion there. I think he thought he'd done all the hard work, and I put it down to that. He thought, it's easy now, because he had the two bad balls, played some really good shots, and looked like everybody, we all do it. I think he just got a little bit complacent. But he's still got a lead, 12-11, only halfway through the match. You got chat on now. I'm going to try and get some chat on just to make sure you can hear me, and ideally you won't be able to hear me. That's a nice break from Micheal, and them reds look perfect. Right, I think I've got a bit of chat back on. I was looking on down on the chat there. Faisal's got me the chat back up, and I missed that. I actually thought the reds was the shot he was going to take, so I missed them few shots he's done there. And again, I've chose wrong. I thought yellows. I thought. turn into a little bit of a tactical game, and you're not going to get many of those tonight. That was a nice shot. He's kicked it back, but I don't think there's a yellow that goes. But it was could have done with that kicking a bit more off. Yeah, the chat's back off, so I don't know if there's issues with the mic or anything, but I'll just keep talking. If you can hear me, great. If not, then you should be the happier anyway, the two. I won't take anything away from what he's trying here because, you know, he could nail it, no problem, but it's got to be a stage where you've got to think, that's a great shot. That is a great shot. I was going to say you can't just keep trying to get them shots out of nowhere, but he's nailing it. If there's a frame you deserve, he absolutely deserves this frame. That was a fantastic effort, that. Yeah, great clearance there, 12-all. Mike's not working very well. Mike. No. It's a nice break by Tom. He's putting mostly reds on that break. However, I'm not sure yet. It wasn't really on a good red, so opted for yellows. Shouldn't be a problem. He could do with getting this frame because Micheal, after getting that frame out of nowhere, the last one, he's buzzing. So if Tom can clear these up, stop that momentum. Danelius. No, it's not that bad. Danelius on the live chat. I haven't got the live chat now, but he said it was buzzing. So, and which Phil had. But I ain't got my live. Can you get the live chat back on?
Testing 1 2 1 2.
Again, a few mic issues. I've missed what's happened there. It's Tom missed an easy ball. Oh,
We're
working.
we're back now, Gabe.
Nice one.
I'll have a bit of a chat with you, mate.
Oh, I knew there would be some thing about getting him up here.
Be some piss head here, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, Colin's one of his rare occasions is having a few beers. So
How you doing, folks?
Apologise in advance.
You could hear some crap here tonight. Oh, hey, oh. Wow. Bit of a snatch there, Gabe, do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
Good
that
chance
last
here for
frame he
Tom.
took out there was awesome with them
Oh, it was
shots.
a great finish, mate. Yeah.
So
Playing that ball off the red, it was a great shot,
yeah.
mate.
So I was saying,
Always
wow,
overrun that a
Tom,
little bit
yeah,
as well.
he needs to get this frame, Tom. I think just to
get back in front
yeah,
and settle the ship, mate. Yeah, he's cued that well. So this straight black then
it's
to go 13-12.
Just off straight that. Nice one.
Yep. There we go. Well, it's been a great match so far, mate.
It has, yeah. It's had everything on it. It's had a few misses, unexpected
Yeah,
misses.
a couple of twitches.
But then they've both played awesome as well.
They've took some great finishes out, pair of them.
And what's your prediction for the score? We've had a few.
Well,
23-25 is
obviously, I'm going to
much.
say Tom's going to win, and I think it'll be around 25-21. But
It's quite a gap.
yeah, 25-21, I think. I think Tom finds his feet. He'll pull away, mate. I think he'll pull away, and I've not really seen Micheal play. I've seen him on the stream at Ossett. That's all I didn't go watch it live. But I think he had about 13 break dishes in that.
Yeah, he did. I think he had 8 out of his first 10.
Yeah,
And his breaks, he's got a very, very good break, but they're not working as well as they did
No,
that night,
that's right, yeah.
which reflects in the score. So if anybody is breaking that good, no matter who you are, you're going to fancy it.
Of course you are, yeah. I mean, I won't fancy him, Gabe. You know me. I like to cover a bag, like, you know, and scrappy frames.
Yeah.
Well, that's just me.
I never got around to mentioning something that happened last weekend, called a tournament in Lincoln, but never got a chance to mention it. You've got an opportunity now if you want.
I was on fire that day, mate. I took it down. Thank you very much, Gabe.
32-man event, wasn't there?
32-man event.
I've seen you win a 2-man event
It was
sometimes.
a low standard event as well, and I somehow sneaked in through the back door. And but to be fair, Andrew Bartley was in it, and I had to take him out. I smashed him up 6-1, took him out of the tournament. So
I mean, as soon as you did that, I just think they should have gave you the money anyway, just for that reason.
yeah, just for that one win, and
Yeah.
I deserved it. Me and Mrs H, we split the money. Mrs Armstead, I hope you're watching. And you'll be back in your little donkey next month, because I'm running again in one of your fields, 32-man event.
But you've got to step up now, haven't you, Cole, to the big hitters,
No,
surely?
they're letting me in it. They're letting me in it.
They obviously thought it might have been a bit of a fluke, Cole, so you got a chance
Well,
to
that's right,
put
mate.
it right.
I think it helps with you running it as well. You're running the event for him as well. I think it sways a little bit, mate. So. Anyway, back to this. I don't know what's going on here. They're having a little chat between themselves.
It just said there he's not touching the cushion, that's all.
Right. This is a
Yeah,
definite total, this.
yeah. Michael's got control of this frame.
Yeah, he's big favourite in this one for me. Tom needs a little bit of luck and try to fluke one out of a snooker if he gets a chance. I think Mikey will go for these now.
He's left a plant, but
He'll take these out, there's no danger. He's a very good potter, this lad.
he definitely is, yeah.
I think you played him the other night though, didn't you, Gabe? And took him 8-7, didn't you? But you lost to him 8-7.
I've already mentioned that, Cole.
Have you? Oh, sorry, I didn't know
Yeah.
you'd already
Yeah.
mentioned that one.
Oh,
mate.
if ever I win a couple of frames off a decent player, I always mention it, you know that.
Oh, well, yeah.
No, yeah, it's a Murphy's qualifier for their English Open. Massive event they've got later
Yes.
this month.
14th September, innit?
That's right, yeah. A 3-day event. And it was a small little qualifier. I won first round 8-2 against Tom Walker, I think his name was.
Yeah.
Good player.
Tom?
But I just picked off his misses. I played quite well. And I played Micheal Tomlinson, but I didn't actually realise it was him until we'd finished the match.
Right, yeah.
So,
So now you know who he is.
yeah, if I don't know who he is, I'd have tried a little bit harder and beat him, but
Just
never
smashed him
mind.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but he's a great player.
He's very good, mate.
So he's qualified, so
Is
I'm now
he-
wondering whether to go
Is
in
he a bit
another
of a snooker
qualifier.
player, this lad?
Apparently he is, yeah. Steve Donner's,
Just turning to pool.
yeah, I think he's a regular century breaker.
Is a regular what?
Century breaker.
Century.
Which, in that hard.
It's not hard, is it? I've had a 33, Gabe, you know. It's I'm just stepping up. You know, with snooker. I like to keep my eye in.
Yeah.
You've knocked in a few tons in your time, haven't you?
A couple, but not quite recent, I'm afraid.
Bit unlucky.
I
there
don't
with
play
the
it
break
anymore.
there,
It's
I
like
think.
a cricket pitch to me now.
Right, it's a big one, innit? It's a big table, that. Very big table.
So the breaks, you know, again, there's awkward balls. Whichever route he's going to take, he's got to develop. And so now he's
He's
gone
in
on to
trouble here,
yellows
mate.
and
He's
he's
in trouble.
made won't even. Yeah.
There's not a lot happening here. Reds are
He
favourites
might.
in this.
He might pot this though, Cole. Oh. He should have made sure at least to cover the bag though. He was a little bit careless, I believe, because he could have played it in a way where he might have got it in.
Yeah. He's left to finish on here for Mikey. I keep calling him Mikey. Is that how he prefers his name, Mikey, or
Well,
is it Michael?
I think it's Michael, but I don't. Michael.
The Jackal, great standard. Tom wins 25-23. That's what he thinks. Danny Ornigold, nip and tuck. Yeah, it's going that way.
I think Showmans opens at 3 now, don't you?
Yeah, I open at 3 o'clock now. During the week, Monday to Friday, 3 o'clock.
I think he wants to take you on, Cole.
And
He's
weekends,
heard about
12.
your exploits last weekend, and he's trying
Well, I'm here, Daniel, if you want to have a go, mate. Get your money out, mate.
Philip Lane knows him quite well.
No idea, mate. Yeah, he's from Grimsby, I think. Danny Ornigold.
Did they just call him Horny?
I don't know him as
or
a
Gold?
player.
No, I'm
Horny?
not sure.
But I've already said before, Gabe, I'd take anybody in the country on for £100 a man.
Yeah,
They wanna come and
absolutely.
play me at
Absolutely.
Showmans.
And so does John Inley.
I'm here. No, John Inley likes the game, doesn't he? He'll play anybody.
Mentioned a couple of money matches earlier. There was also another one going on. Again, from Paul Stocks versus Jack Hewson.
Who won that? They're still playing, aren't they?
Jack was 9-6 up.
Right.
So they've either taken a break or Jack's. No, I think they're. Well, it can't have been, but if it was, he should have looked at that anyway.
Well, I don't know what he's done there. I just don't know what he's thinking
Michael's
about
took
there.
the lead again. No, not at I mean, I could see what he's trying to do. He's obviously off the cushion, but
Yeah, but just play off it.
it's a
Play
one
off
in.
it,
It's
get
a 1 in
long
50, isn't it? If that.
I'd have played off it. Send the white down the bottom end. If he gets it, he gets it. I mean, there's no else he could have done really.
Another missed opportunity there from Tom, though, with
He
that,
shouldn't have missed
that
the
easy
blinds, to
black.
be fair.
That's always the thing with Tom when I see him play, because he's an awesome player. He rattles frames off before you can even blink.
He's
But
very quick.
it's them
Makes mistakes.
mistakes, yeah.
He's got a big break, this lad. Somebody talking to us?
Danny Only
But,
Gold's going to come in during the week and have a game.
Max have gone. What are you on about, Max have gone? We're talking to you.
Sean Mower, buzzing mics again. And Chris Collins.
Testing, 1 2 1 2.
Sounds good. That's probably because you can't hear us.
Well, I can hear myself. I don't know about anybody else.
Just having a quick test of the mics.
I think we're all right, Gabe, to be honest.
Back on. Sean Mower, Moyer or Mower. Sorry, Sean, if I'm pronouncing your surname wrong. Saying it's back on now.
Yeah, we're okay. Yeah, we're back on.
I would say Michael hasn't got a shot here, but the way he's took some shot selections, that's
Oh.
not even hit the cushion.
That's 2 shots.
That's a very... What's the word I'm looking for? Very careless.
It's very
Um,
careless,
yeah.
mate, not to hit a cushion like that. I mean,
I'd very urged to shout, come on, Tom, but obviously we're a non-biased organisation. What's he doing? What the hell? Anyway. I've
some
no idea
strange
what
shots
that
going on here,
yes.
mate, isn't there?
That yellow should have been up with the other yellow on
It
that
should have been on the cushion, yeah.
Yeah.
definitely, I doubt.
However,
He's
it's
still,
only,
he's still got
all
them
he's
in the
done is
open.
blocked one pocket out the 4
For the
that
black.
block, or out the other 5 that the black will go. So there's no.
It was still a bad shot, though, Gabe.
It was, yes.
My phone's buzzing at me like mad. For what reason, I've got no idea. Somebody's saying mics are giving bad feedback. I'm sorry, mate, but I can't hear no bad feedback. And that's twice you've messaged me now. The mics are fine.
So that's 14 all. Just had a quick count up. There's a good crowd in tonight, both sides. Good atmosphere.
There's a good 80 or 90 people in here, Gabe, tonight. It's looking all right, mate, to be fair.
That's a nice break. That all them reds look beautiful
Plum.
to me. He
Absolutely
might need
plum.
to the red. He might need to develop the one. Yeah, he might have to come off that red or the yellow to get that one, because I don't think the other yellow passes that. The other red passes that yellow, which is done very nicely, and that is a very good shot.
Should just drop this one in the middle then, Gabe, and
Yeah. I mean, the thing with Tom, when we're on about the carelessness and stuff,
you
I
can't
don't-
see which way he's going to go, can you?
no, but I don't think he can change his game anyway,
No.
because I think it'll do more harm than good. So I think he knows it'll cost himself a few frames because of his style. But oh, that looks very close to the middle bag. They got away with that one a little bit. just needs to pot it and it'll be on the black to the right hand pocket. And that's took these nicely.
He hadn't done bad, to be fair. So that's
you might be able to hear, well, quite a few singing, but Callum Chapman again is the loudest. Steepers there singing as well.
the crowd are going nuts. There's only one Tom Barley, they reckon.
Thank God. That's all I'll say. Thank God.
We only want one of them, don't
Yeah,
we?
we don't need, well.
If there were two, we'd all be knackered, mate.
And that's dry.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Dan Ornigold, they won't be open at 12 on a Monday, mate. It's 3 o'clock on a Monday. I'm not bothered how many's coming, it will be 3 o'clock, mate.
Unless there's a coach full of 60.
I'm not bothered as a coach of 60. I'm decorating on Monday, and it will be 3 o'clock. Oh, I forgot to tell you I was a painter and decorator as well, didn't I?
Yeah.
But never mind.
No job, too big or small. 0799 do.
074 7595 3355. Give us a ring. I'll give you a quote. But no, 3 o'clock on Monday to Friday.
I can't really work out who's. I don't think there's anybody in control of this game, is there? It's just.
What, this frame, mate?
Yeah.
No, it's open at the minute. Reds have just took control now, I think. Until he smashes this one about. How straight was that? That was beautiful. I'm not bigging my table up too much, like, but that was straight, mate.
The only criticism out of the table tonight, what I
Bit
could see.
too fast.
No, because that's not criticism, because that's good, isn't it? Because you want it to be
No,
lightning.
you do want it to be fast.
When you're queuing well. No, I just think some of them corner bags, they're a little bit giving, because they're sliding in.
Yeah,
they've held
still
over.
A pretty new cloth still, you see.
Yeah, you
It's
don't
only
let
been-
money on it, do you? So
I
it's,
don't let many
it's
people on
keeping
it.
its integrity, isn't
yeah.
it? More than it would have in the past.
I mean, eventually it will wear away.
But
You're
you
having
just-
a few sessions on it in the week, aren't you, next week? So
I am indeed.
he'll get a bit of wear and tear there, I'm sure.
Hmm.
You'll be smashing him down the rails as you do.
Yeah, that's all. I say criticism, but that's, I've seen a few balls on that cushion going down that far left-hand side, and it's
they're flying in, aren't they?
yeah.
There was earlier on today with Steeper and
Ross.
There was just flying in down the rails, and when I hit him down the rails, they don't go in, mate. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but you meant to hit the rail. Like hopefully as near the bag as possible,
Well,
not
mate.
as soon as you.
That's right. But they're not very forgiving when I hit them. So Tom's on reds here, isn't he?
Tom
And,
is on red, yeah.
You need just get that bad red out on the side rail.
I think it's time to do that.
Is that
Or-
that
or-
yellow don't go past the red in the bottom?
Oh, the one even on the right hand side where that yellow's. Where the top yellow is on the right hand side, where the green spot is on a snooker table.
Yeah.
That red don't go. I would have maybe just took that out. And
Yeah.
that's still in a bad ball. He's going to have to develop if he had the opportunity to get it out now and force Micheal into doing something bad. How many viewers is the Fies? 162 viewers.
162. That's very good, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
getting the club out there, isn't it?
It is, absolutely.
Advertising. It's about, what is it about in here, Gay? What would you say, 50 to 60? It's a good crowd,
Yeah,
mate, to
I
be
stopped
fair.
counting when I got to about 40 odd, and there was still a bit in
They're
this
still
corner.
coming in trying to get in through the door, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, the bar staff, the door staff are doing a great job.
They're doing a look at Paz there. He's loving it. He'll sort him out. Yeah, he's got his bad red out now. That was the shot, mate. He had to get that
Yeah.
bad red out. Let's give him a chance for this frame now.
This will test the,
Tom's gone favourite here now.
especially now.
It's definite favourite now. Just one good pot.
Well, it's over the middle.
I don't know if he can get that one, Gabe, to be fair.
Of course he can.
I don't. Oh, he
Of course
can.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
he can.
and he can hit that. Oh, he needed to touch that really.
Well, I
But
think it,
still got another opportunity.
oh,
but
yeah, it don't go past that yellow, does it? But if he lands this side of it, plants over the other side, so it's not a.
that's nice. Oh,
Nice,
but he's
but the
now
other
made the other one. Yeah, sod's law they call
He'll
it.
get there in a minute. I think that red goes, mate. To be
Well,
fair, the way he's
no.
played it.
Well, I would play it now.
I
No,
was
it,
just
it
gonna
doesn't.
dislodge it.
Yeah.
Now it goes, Gabe.
Yeah. So
He's all
probably
right
a
there,
nice
just a
straight
nice
screw
little
back to the
back.
back where the blue spot is, and it'll be perfect for the. Oh dear.
Well, he didn't get hold of that, mate.
No, it's still okay.
That white ball's
Oh.
still running round, isn't it?
If he clips it in, he's got to cannon into that yellow, so he doesn't need to do anything with the cue ball. Just concentrate on that pot.
So that's
And that's a 2-frame lead, 16-14 to
is he
Tom.
putting him on too quick.
Yeah.
bloody-
He's assuming he's getting it.
Yeah. I thought I was just going to say it was 17-14, but it's not. That's 16-14. So that's 16-14 then to Tom. Race to 25.
Seem
for
to have.
£11,400.
Yeah, it's gone up £400 since it started. There must have been some late.
Yeah, there was some
money.
late bets at the end. It was 5,700 each.
Tom, that break there, he seemed to have maybe copied Michael's break, just put it dead centre and just screwed back. See where it
played
went.
through him. I mean, they're opening really well, aren't they?
They always will on this table. I think the harder you hit them with this, the more chance they're perfect, and then they then go to the side cushion.
They're running about all over. It's chat break. You can't go wrong. We've got some comments, mate.
Daniel said you must be loaded to turn money away, Cole.
Yeah, I've got a few quid, Daniel. Yeah, it's not too bad, mate, to be fair.
He was skint up until last weekend, then he took down that Calcutta,
Well,
so
that's
he's
it,
fucking
yeah,
loaded
just won a
now.
grand and a half, so I'm all right, mate. Happy days.
Cole's financial position's vastly improved since he stopped playing me for money.
Say that used to take all my money off. I've not played him for a while now. So I don't really want to.
We're due again. It's been a little bit suspect at times. Now I don't see it myself.
In the past, it has been a little bit suspect, mate. And I'll tell you for why. Because you've had to buy 4 or 5 cues in the last 2 months.
2 months,
But
dickhead.
before that, you used to come in, play your games. Yeah, you got beat. Sometimes you got beat. You used to take it on the chin, you know what I mean? And then I think what it was, I beat you one day, mate, and you didn't take it very well.
I don't think.
Testing, one,
Well,
two.
that relies heavily, but he expects a very good break, and that is. One good pot of that red to the far pocket, and I think he's.
Sorry about that buzzing, but
got a chance.
we're back on again now.
What would you do here, Cole? Would you go for the top red and screw back, or would you go off the one he's looking at now? He But he can stun across.
Goes in the middle, I think, doesn't it?
Yeah, he stun across and it goes to the same bag. Oh no.
Goes in the corner now.
Yeah.
He's developed it. He's changed his pattern, Gabe.
That's the thing. I've called some shots and I've been so wrong.
Yeah.
You feel stupid, but then you're thinking.
You don't know where he's going, mate.
Yeah.
I mean, he changes his mind. That's that often.
Yeah, I think he
It's
probably changes his
unbelievable.
mind while he's on the shot a lot of the times as well.
I think he's done it again already, and this yellow goes to the middle, which I think it does. I think he can get through. Looks like it for me.
Yeah, just roll that in.
It should be okay.
You might need to put a little bit of right hand side on it just to swing it towards. That's a great shot.
He's
That's fine.
pinched the pocket there, isn't he? He's done it well. Just drop this in, come over, swing over to the other side.
You could, if ideally, it'd be straight up. He's thinking of going for the yellow near the black to leave an angle, but I'm not sure he can do it. Safe, so Jason Morris is on live chat. Jace Morris, aka The Rat, took down the Big Hitters Comp last weekend. Crowd. Yeah. Yeah, please. Premier. Oh, that's a shame the black going in, because that was an awesome break, that. I'd have fancied him to get them. At Sod's Law, and they do say after blacking off, they usually going off after it with a white on, you sour the white on the next break. So let's see. Philip Webb's joined me in the commentary. Not actually commentating, just watching. He's got a money match next weekend, so he's been in practicing and going to be putting the hours in next week. How would you play today, Phil? Yeah, he's happy with his game. That theory of going in off is obviously false. Yeah. Is your match stream next week, Phil? He's not. He's got no idea, Chris. There's another money match on that night, so there might be swapping over between the stream, Chris. I know you're desperate to see Webino in action. Lads, he says, our year, Phil. Phil obviously agreed, but he says that every single year. He even said that when he was, what, 2 year old? Unnecessarily, it can put you off the shot. So this is a fantastic chance for Tom to take a 3-frame lead. And Tom Barley is not very hard to... A lot of cheering again. Tom's very, very hard to beat anyway, but 3 frames in front. It's going to be very hard for Micheal now. He's got to beat Tom 9-5. And it takes a bit of a special player to beat Tom 9-5, so he's in the driving seat here, but Paul is Paul, and Micheal break this here, Tom could sour, and it's all nearly level again, so that, you know, it is the reason why we all love it. The red in the middle between the black and the other red, that definitely passes into the bottom left right hand corner. But he's getting rid of that now. I thought he had an angle to go up for the other red and leave that for last, but I think he's looking at the big bag there, coming off the cushion onto that. I don't know if you can see the yellow direct. He must be able to. everything looks easy on stream all the time anyway, but it just needed a nice bit of cue in that. And this, Fire says off the yellow, I don't think he needs to. I think he's a big enough bag there. So nice finish, 22-16. I don't think there's many people who would be able to beat Tom 9-2. So it's the ask you have of Micheal now to do that 9-1, 9-2. I think it's virtually not impossible, but it's a massive. Tom's going about his business now, he fancies it, he just wants to get it out of the way. There's no bottling here from Tom, he thinks he's won it and he's just going through the motions, so it's going to be a massive ask for Micheal. And I've just put more beer on me, nice one. He's actually played a bad shot there, you can't see any of them yellows, he's going to have to go for the long yellow. And it's not actually, I don't think he's got a full bag either, it's quite tight. He's having another look to see if he can maybe manipulate that white ball a little bit, but that's the thing with Tom, that's what I was saying about the carelessness. He's asking Showman to have a look at this, make sure he don't hit the red. You can't see it on the stream, you see a bit of legs there, that's Showman. Tom asked for a referee there, but yeah, it was touching the red, so obviously that. So you're talking a millimetre there, and he had an easy finish, but that's the only thing Tom can be suspect for. Just being a little bit complacent. Just having a quick look on the chat. Chris Collins, it's yeah. Shut up, Chris. You might have said that earlier. Barley's on fire, the Jackal. Tom's buzzing, Martin Lamon. Chase Morris, funny watching Tom rushing around the table, banging balls in for fun with 11 Gs on the table. Yes, the banger. Tom's, well, I think Tom's at his best when he's doing that, in fairness. I think if he starts to think too much about it, you know, he'll look for problems that are out there. But then you've got, it's that balance between being buzzing and rushing around and then making silly mistakes. But overall, he normally only does that when he's took a bit of a lead, so probably can afford to do it here and there. But that's why he's really, you know, you can't fail to enjoy watching Tom play, because he's a nutter and he's an awesome player, so it's good to watch. Chris Hudson, Tom makes it look easy. Yeah, it makes it look ridiculously easy. That's why I don't like him, Chris. That's a nice shot, that. This black looks tight on stream, but I'm behind it a little bit, and it's just a nice little dink in. There we go. So, yeah, Tom was a little bit careless there, but landing onto that red. Because it was an easy finish, and he'd get it 9 out of 10 times, probably 99 out of 100 times, but he's just got to be a little bit careful, because if Micheal breaks here and gets another frame or two, 203 people tuning in to see the final few frames. Hopefully, as I say, from my point of view, it'd be nice to have another 6 or 7 frames at least. I do want Tom to win as a local boy, but I want a good game, so I kind of want Micheal to have a bit of a fight back with Tom. I've got no financial interest in it. I'm just watching it as a pool lover, so yeah. That was a nice shot. Developed probably the only really bad red that he didn't go anywhere, so he's made himself have a bit of an opportunity here. And I think, Micheal has got a lot of experience. He's a quality player and very good cueist. It wouldn't surprise me if he don't think it's done. He'll think this game's still massively on. He's not thinking he's got to win 8-2. He'll just be thinking Tom's got to win 3, so and he can stop him doing that. This is a tester though. This definitely needs good cueing. He's got to come back 6 or 8 inches as well, unless he's going. That hit that cushion really early. That should not, in theory, go in. But he's had 40 frames on this table. He knows they are quite generous, but he's took these out really well. Very impressed with this. And it's difficult to see on stream, but he looks quite focused. And that only makes it 4 frames in it, which is different perplexing. And I go back to with Tom. He's awesome to watch. He's very quick, and I don't think he'd be able to play very well if he changed his style. But just that sometimes where he needs that little bit of that extra few seconds, and trying to avoid them careless bits, and it'd be like, well, he's awesome anyway, but it'd be world class. That's all you need, isn't it? To turn a match around. A couple of dry breaks, and the doubts will start to go in there. What's going through Tom's head, he's still massive favourite. I still fancy him, but for the difference it makes from about 4 minutes ago, it's huge. And it's got a bit quiet in Showmans as well, which ain't a good sign, because they're massively cheering at 20-16 and 21-16, 21. The cheer that they was singing after every frame. Now it's a little bit subdued. And fair play to Micheal here. He's really conducting himself really well. He still fancies the job. I like that. So one nice shot here. He probably just needs to get near the blue spot. Didn't want to do anything now. He's got a shot on this now. It's a bit hampered with that red, but I fancy him to knock it in, or at least boom. If he didn't have much confidence there, he'd have rolled it in, but he punched it and he expected it to go in there. So what a match. And it's Micheal to break, so one really nice break here, and it's 22-20. Game on. Ball down on the break, but they're not really nice, not very nice at all. definitely no shot on a red, and yellows, if he wants to pot one, they're not very good. So he's not going to try anything here. He's not bothered. He's just going to tuck up and let Tom decide what he wants to do. And again, he's obviously he's in a bad position there, but I don't even think here Micheal would fancy anything unless that red, them red might plant actually in that top bag. He's got no shot there, I don't think. So this might possibly be one of the longest frames of the night. The importance of this frame is massive. Tom gets this one, he's buzzing again. His 4 frames in front if he wins it. 2 more if Micheal gets it. Totally different complexion on the game, and he has got a bit of a chance here. And he's okay. I'm not sure if he's got the angle to pot that red and just collide into the other red next to it, because that's it only goes into the left-hand bag, not the right-hand, which would be ideal. So it's an option to stun it over the cushion and back to where that red is now, or collide into it. I don't think he's got that angle. He tried to do that. It's not really worked out very well for him, but he does have this red goes into the top left bag, and he's got a perfect angle. He concentrates on the pot. He doesn't need to do anything else, and he'll be guaranteed to be on a red. So it's only like a half ball red. So it's a good chance. And another example of that bag. He hit that thinner than he should have done. He hit that probably a thin half, thick 3/4, and it shouldn't have gone in really, but it hit the knuckle and it's dropped. And he's got a great chance. And it's gone very quiet in Showmans, because they realise this guy won't give up. And that's perfect. That is perfect. Fair play to Micheal there. That was a terrific clearance under pressure. And the guy, 3 frames ago, he probably thought for a minute he's done, and I thought it was done. But these last 2 or 3 frames, he actually fancies it. I think he... Gibbo don't want it. He don't want to be on the mic. Sorry about that. My apologies. Daniel Ornegold. I hate to say it, but I think Mikey winning this. To be honest, I think it's very even again now. You know, the momentum's totally swung in Michael's favour, and unless that's a good shot by Tom. Actually, that's a great shot. Tom really desperately needs this frame now. I probably agree with you, Daniel. If the winner of this frame wins the match, yeah, I probably agree with that. It looks quite a simple finish, but it can go a little bit wrong. Oh my God. People in the crowd on Michael's fans and his supporters shouting, Tom don't want it. I think well, yeah, it's one of the worst expressions, but we all use it. He obviously does want it, but I actually thought the other red was the ball there. Other yellow, sorry. Clever little shot there by Micheal. I think he was hoping to cover the other thing, but he snookered him. That's a nice shot by Tom. He's actually put him in a bit of trouble here because a little tap on the table from Micheal, acknowledging that. $251 viewers, 41, 31, 231 viewers, another 60 or 70 in the venue, so a lot of interest in this match tonight. 11 grand, 11,400, plus there is quite a lot of side bets as well, so that's not just a pot. There is, I know for a fact I usually do some betting on with friends on Facebook away from the match as well, so you know it could possibly be like a 13 grander if you add it all up, maybe more. But this frame is massive. That's a great shot, really. That he's got a bit of a chance here, but to play the plan, you've got then to hope that he's not doing it. Not sure. Oh, my apologies, he fouled. I'm an idiot, sorry about that. That's a nice finish. Yeah, I missed that completely. I thought he'd... not bad. So, 23-20. Tom definitely needed that. Choo-choos again from Callum. And something else from Fines. I'm not sure what that was. But yeah, that was a massive frame. So 23-20, Micheal to break. Very big part of Michael's game. I don't think his break's been as good as he would normally like, especially after his first game with Tom and what I've heard against other players, where he's knocked 6-7 in a row. When you become to sort of expect a great break and that. So ball's down on the break, but there's nothing easy. Nothing easy there as a he's got to do some work, which whatever it takes, yellows or reds, he's got work to do there. Not sure if them yellows plant into the middle, and if they do, then that's the balls to take, I believe, because everything else does go. It's just getting onto him. Going to leave that last yellow below the black as his last ball by looks of it, and that's always dangerous, as we all know. Unless he's going to do something here and hope that he'll get on one of the last two yellows. But if he's going to just play, he's trying to get on it now. So that's a great shot. That is a great shot. Again, though, that great carry on to that red, but that's blocked that red into that bag. So from this angle, by looks of it, he's going to run it through and play the black into the right hand middle. And that looks about perfect. So my score prediction's still on the cards, but the way Michael's playing, he still fancies it. Whatever this match finishes up, to be honest with you, I mean, I've been really impressed with both players. Awesome plays. Can't take anything away from them. They've chucked in some misses, some unexpected misses, which always makes it an excitable game. It makes, likes of me, thinking, well, everyone's human, so it encourages me, because I miss fucking shitloads. Sorry for swearing. But I'll be honest, the way Michael's conducted himself from 22-16, 22-15, you know, if he goes on to win or lose the match, I'll be impressed anyway, because if you anybody who budding pool players and they want to have a good, this guy's got balls of steel by the looks of it, from what I've seen. Tom was like running around the table 100 miles an hour. He thought he'd won it. Everyone in the venue thought he'd won it. The only person who probably didn't think he'd won it was Michael himself. So I've been impressed with him. I mean, this shot is taken on now. I mean, the cushions on this table are a bit more generous, but that just shows his confidence, because it wasn't the easiest ball that he could have gone for there, but obviously to win the frame, he knew he needed to get rid of it. That black flies into the bottom right-hand bag, so this is going to be 23-22 in about 2:25 seconds. So it's makes it a great finale, great climax to the match. And I think a lot of people are going to be more gutted because they were counting the money too soon. Although Tom's still in the driving seat, he's still up, he's still in the lead. That was an awesome finish by Michael. One frame in it. I said like anything can happen, but I honestly thought at one stage Tom was going to just cruise it, but Michael has just stuck in there, fought back well, and Tom's, yeah, he's making Tom really think about it. And it's Michael to break, so yeah, it's if he does actually clear this, break issues here, Tom's under all sorts of pressure. It's a different pressure. If you asked Tom start of the match, would he take 23 all, he'd have said yeah, and I'm sure Michael would have done, because if you've got a best of three going into happy days. But this is a massive game now for Tom Barley. To sour away at 23-22, it's, if there's any consolation, they're not perfect, these balls. Even with his free shot, it's not gonna. Still got a bit of work to do with a bad red, but if there's a time where Tom needs to really get a good finish out, it's there. He hit that, he glanced the yellow, which he didn't really want to do. He wanted to avoid that, and he might have had it, or hit it thinner than he did, and he might have had a chance. The red is off for now, he might have had a chance of just developing that a little bit. So I hope you're all enjoying this game. I certainly am. Oh, that yellow. I think he won on a ball anyway, perhaps, but that little glance has made it virtually impossible. But a bit of luck, just a little bit of running there at the right time for Micheal. And if there's any time in a match that we want a bit of running, it's 23-22. If this turns out to be a bit of a tactical affair, then I might sing a bit of Crazy Horses just to pass a bit of time. It's a messy frame, but he should be able to snooker him here. Not that it's going to be hard to get out of, but every single red goes. So Tom doesn't want to make any of his reds any worse than you know. That's not. It looks like he's left that cut, which I think Tom didn't realise. So that could be very careless. And that's. This is a chance, really, because. If he can avoid stunning that, it depends which bag he's going for. He's looking either to the right corner, but I think he would love to get into the left corner because it'd go, but it'd be kind of into the reds near the black. Now, if he knew he could avoid them, then he could develop the two yellows on the side cushion, especially the top one, which is the worst one. The other one will go if that yellow wasn't there. So, but he's opted for the other. Yeah, so I don't think there was a lot of value in that really, unless he fancies the plant. And he'll cover the bag if worst case scenario. But with these bags down this rail, it's not really a difficult plant in fairness. Told you. Oh, do you know, he's under it that a little bit. He definitely would have wanted another 3 or 4 inches, but this is for 23 all. Well, I didn't think I was going to say this half an hour ago, but best of 3. He had to beat him 9-2 at one stage. And he's on the way to do that, I believe. Best of 3 for 11.5 grand. Enjoy the next 10 minutes, guys. He might be all right there. He just might have left enough room. And if not, certainly don't hit the yellow to make sure that he covers that bag as a worst case scenario. That's a nice shot there, a lot of check side. He's using the big bag on that yellow. Great shot. This is a massive. Well, don't need me to say it, but it's a massive frame. This. Just make sure of these two, and I think it's going to erupt a little bit here for a few seconds. They're singing again like they did when it was 22-16. On the hill now for Tom. At least they know he's got his break to come. The worst case scenario, Tom Barley's got a break to win the match. So let's see what this frame is going to do now with this break. Black in. Black's in. Oh my God. Oh my God. Black, Black went in. Matt Steeper shouted, yes, the bang. Oh, he didn't realise the Black went in. He thought he'd lost. Michael didn't realise the Black went in. He was to carry on playing. Steeper, what a dick. So another chance then, another break, 23-24, Micheal Tomlinson. Obviously, he needs to win the next two. He can't afford to lose anymore. Tom is hoping for an off, as is about 80% of the Showmans venue. Got a ball off the break, but they're very clustered in that middle bit. It's never easy. Tom's probably hoping he goes all this full throttle and he takes as many out as possible and then just mess up on that final one or two last balls. It's getting harder and harder. So I can't quite see from here and on the stream whether he's got enough. If that red can pass, if that red can go off the yellow into the middle, and that just been updated, 278 viewers. That's I think that's the highest of the night. Obviously, final bit of the game. Literally 24-23. That's a great result for Tom there, I believe. I don't think you can see. No, he can. He can actually see that top red, the way he's looking. And he's just trying to think. He ain't got much of a gap. That yellow in the middle of the table, obviously, above the blue spot on a snooker table. If that wasn't there, then this would be a dream finish. But he's got to manoeuvre that now, and that looks not bad. I don't know if he's got the angle. He's going to have to stun into it. Yep. It looks like it's going to a decider. It's very quiet in Showmans. He has to screw back a little bit, Fies, for the. So this for 24 all. What a match. But Tom's, that's. Right, there's a bit handshake there for the deciding frame. Got hats and everything off to Micheal Tomlinson. Them last 8 or 9 frames has been absolutely awesome, fantastic, and every single person in the place apart from him thought he'd lost this match. I'm convinced of that. So Tom Barley, this is the most important break he's had for a long, long time. Ball in, that's all you can ask for first. Okay, well. He needs to try and screw back into one of these two yellows on the cushion to develop one of them. And that's a great shot. So it's there now for him, but it is for £11,500. But he's definitely capable, but the pressure is there. He was 22-16 up or 22-15. He was in a great position. So to take these out would be an absolute incredible achievement. He would take these out 9 out of 10 times during the week for 50 quid, 20 quid with his mates. But that's a nice shot. That's a nice shot. So it's up to you now, Tom. Just keep your head, keep your composure. That was sweet in the middle. He cued that beautifully. Just a little bit of work with that that yellow on that cush. He might be better off leaving that possibly till last and get. No, he's gone for that now. He might need to go off the ball cushion with this shot. No. Oh, this is it. Cue this nice. Game over. What a match this has been. An absolute fantastic match. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Fantastic game. Callum Chapman's shirt off. Not a nice sight. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. Been an absolute fantastic match. Fair play. Tom Barley, well done to Tom Barley. Commiserations to Micheal. I said when he started coming back, whatever happened, you've got to take it out to him. He fancied it all the way through, even when he was 8 frames behind, 6 frames behind. Amazing game. Thanks for tuning in. I'm sorry you had to put up with me, but adios. Bye.